In my last shorts video, I told you about a 22-year-old Indian student who was stabbed to death in Canada. But that was just a short. New details have come out and the full story is even more shocking than what I told you before. Today in this video, I'm going to tell you everything. Who really attacked Vidhi, why she was attacked, what her father is saying to the world right now, what happened to the accused, and why Vidhi's family is still waiting for her body to come home. But friends, before I go into the Vidhi story, I want you to know one more thing. Vidhi is not alone. She is not only the young Indian who lost their life on foreign soil. There is a painful pattern here. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what that pattern is and what every Indian family must know before sending their child abroad. So stay with me because this story needs to be heard completely. Before we go into details, let me tell you a little more about who Vidhi was. Vidhi Megha was from Borsad, a small town in Anand district, Gujarat. She came from a simple hardworking family. 4 years ago, she left India. She had a dream, like lakhs of Indian students every year, to study abroad, build a career and come back successful. She first completed a 3-year business management course in Canada. Then she enrolled in something called PSW course. PSW stands for Personal Support Worker. It is a healthcare support program, basically training to work as a care worker in hospitals and elderly care centers in Canada. Why did she choose this? Because PSW is one of the fastest ways to get a stable job in Canada and eventually apply for permanent residency. She was working part-time to pay her own expenses. She was studying hard. She was managing everything alone, being 1,000 kilometers away from home. She was not just a student, she was a fighter. On May 15, 2026, in St Catharines city in Niagara region of Canada, Vidhi was stepping out of her own residence. It was in a public area and that is when it happened. A man approached her. According to Vidhi's father, this man was a drug dealer. He was demanding money from Vidhi. We don't know exactly how the drug dealer knew Vidhi. Canadian police was still investigating, but what Vidhi's father says happened next is the most heartbreaking part of the story. Vidhi refused to pay. She fought back. She said no. And the man armed with a sharp knife attacked her right there in broad daylight in a public area. Passers-by saw what happened. They rushed her to nearby hospital immediately. But it was too late. Doctors declared Vidhi Megha dead on arrival. Friends, Canadian police did not waste time. 3 days after the attack, on May 18, 2026, police arrested a man named Joshua St Omer. He is 40 years old. A murder case has been registered against him. Canadian police are now conducting a full investigation. Now here is something very important Vidhi's father told the media, and I want you to listen to his exact words. He said, "She fought with him and refused to pay. He attacked her with a knife. I was informed that she had died." Friends, think about this for a moment. A 22-year-old girl, alone in a foreign country, stood up to someone who was threatening her. She did not give in. She was brave, but bravery alone is not enough when a person is armed and dangerous. And that is the tragedy of this story. Now friends, let us talk about what the family is going through. Vidhi's father is sitting in the Borsad, Gujarat, a small town where everyone knows each other. And he is waiting for his daughter's body to come home. Because even after all of this, even after the arrest of the accused, Vidhi's mortal remains are still in Canada. Legal formalities take time. Repatriation of body from another country, especially after a murder case, can take many weeks. Her father made an emotional appeal to the media. He said, "My daughter's name is Vidhi Megha. She had been there for 4 years. I have a request to the government. My daughter's body should be sent to India as soon as possible." He is not asking for much. He just wants to hold his daughter for one last time. He just wants to give her a proper farewell. The Indian government and MVA, Ministry of External Affairs, have been asked to help facilitate the body's return. We can only hope this happens quickly because a 4 father is waiting and grief has no patience. Friends, Vidhi's case is heartbreaking, but it is not the first time an Indian student has been killed in Canada. Let me give you some numbers. In 2022, 21-year-old Karthik Vasudev from Delhi was shot dead near a Toronto subway station. He was going on his way to work. In 2023, a 24-year-old Indian student Chirag Antil from Haryana was shot dead in his car in Vancouver. In 2026, on the same day Vidhi's story broke, another Gujarati woman, Meghna Patel from Mehsana, was shot dead during a robbery attempt at her store in the United States. Friends, this is a pattern. Too many young Indians are losing their lives abroad in dangerous neighborhoods, near people involved in crime, in situations where they never prepared for. And the hard truth is this: when we dream of going abroad for a better life, we only see the success stories. The ones who got PR, the ones who got good jobs, the ones who send money home. We don't talk enough about the dangers, about living alone in an unfamiliar city, about working part-time jobs in unsafe areas, about the risk of getting caught in a criminal situations that have nothing to do with you. That conversation needs to happen in every Indian home before every Indian student boards that flight. Friends, Vidhi Megha deserved better. She worked hard, she studied hard, she stood up for herself even in her final moments. She was not a victim by choice, she was a victim of circumstances that no young person should ever face alone in foreign land. Her father wants one thing right now: to bring his daughter home. Let us hope that happens soon. And let us take something from Vidhi's story: not fear, not hatred toward any country, but awareness. If you're going abroad, or if someone in your family is planning to go, please make sure that you are going to a safe place. Please make sure you have trusted people around you. Please make sure your family knows where you are every single day, because no dream is worth your life and no opportunity is worth losing a child. Vidhi, we remember you, we honor your courage, and we hope your family gets justice and peace very soon. Friends, if this video made you think, if it made you feel something, please share it. Not for views, but because sharing this story might just make one more Indian family have that important conversation before their child boards that flight. Subscribe to this channel because we cover stories that actually matter, stories that are real, stories that are important, stories that need to be heard. Comment below, what do you think India should do to better protect its students abroad? I want to hear from you. Take care of yourself and take care of your loved ones. Thank you for watching.